Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then welcome, and if you're not new, then welcome back. My name is Deidra, and if you're tuning in, we're getting ready to talk about some more things in my lock journey. This video specifically, I'm going to be talking to you guys about what it's like being locked with Sisterlocks for 1 month. So if you guys are interested in hearing my perspective on how it's been, and maybe this might push you to start the journey yourself, then stay tuned. So I'm just going to answer a few questions that I had for myself, or from my perspective prior to having locks, that I'm going to answer for myself now. And we're just going to jump right in. So one of the first things is, do I miss my loose natural hair? I do not miss my loose natural hair. If you've watched my first Sisterlock video, I talk about all my different hairstyles that I've gotten in the past. I've done braids, I've done any type of lock protective hairstyle you can think of. Yarn dreads, crochet dreads, crochet micro locks. I've used like the wrapping method, and if I wasn't doing things to mimic the lock journey, I was doing braids, twists, straightening my hair, any and everything you could think of, wigs, all the protective hairstyles. And I enjoy doing them because I liked having versatility and doing my hair a lot of different ways. I also explained in that video that ultimately I had done every hairstyle in the book, and so I pushed myself to finally lock my hair and to commit to that, because I really didn't know what that would be like for me and how I would take it, and now we're here. So I love my locks very much so. I can do all the same hairstyles that I did previous to me locking my hair. I think that Sisterlocks are nice because they do mimic straight hair as they lock throughout your journey. A lot of women still straighten their hair with their locks. They can do hairstyles that mimic straight hair, and then they can also do, with any type of locks, you can still do braids and protective styles and wigs. So essentially you're not really missing out on anything that you were doing previous to getting your locks done. The only difference is, like, if you wanted to straighten your hair, let's say, or if you wanted to do leave out, that might not be a thing, but that's what wigs are for. So you don't really miss out on anything in terms of that. I still have access to my curls until my ends bud or what have you. I also have a choice to leave my ends out curly, so I'm also not missing out on that. I thought that once I locked my hair I would never be able to see my curl pattern again. That is not the case. Do I have any out right now? But as you can see, maybe you can't, my ends are still out right now, so those are not locked yet. But I love my hair, and I love my hair when I first got it installed, even though it was nowhere near where it is now, and I'm obsessed. Previous to me being natural, I had relaxed hair, and during the time that I had relaxed hair, I had very bad dry scalp. My scalp was always dry, I had dandruff. Once I went natural, all that went away. I didn't have dandruff anymore, I didn't have flake problems, my hair was good to go. Now that I got locks, the flakes are starting to come back a little bit, and I think that's in big part to the fact that I can't use my typical moisturization products like my Shea Moistures and my oils because I need my hair to lock, and I also have a softer hair texture, so I only use rose water and water. I'm going to put you guys onto a product that I'm currently using that's been helping me figure out how to handle and manage my scalp. When I initially got my locks done, I had to wait 2 weeks to wash my hair, and I was going through hell. But now I think I have a technique that's working for me. So if you have dry scalp, this is something that you should consider going into the process, but it's not something that you can't manage or you can't handle. So for me, originally I was just using a regular spray bottle that mist water, and I also had a bottle of rose water. My mistake was that I was not targeting my roots when I was trying to keep my hair and my scalp moisturized. Which is very important, because if you're not targeting your roots where the dandruff or the dry scalp is happening, you're not really targeting the problem. So initially I would get the rose water, I would just spray it throughout my head, and you know, it might touch my scalp, it might not, but I wasn't directly going in, separating my locks, and then spraying my roots. Now, as opposed to just targeting my overall head, I go into sections of my head and I spray the rose water in there. I didn't think that the initial rose water I was getting was really helping me all that much, so I switched brands. I'm going to show you the brand that I got. So I am using Lock Sanity. This has rose water and peppermint in it. I believe peppermint is used to help you with inflammation and just to keep your scalp at ease. So peppermint promotes hair growth. It balances your oils in your scalp and can increase your hair thickness as well as calms inflammation. So that has helped me a lot with my scalp. One, because my hair was fairly itchy in the beginning, and even if I washed my hair, I felt like I was still experiencing my head being itchy even though I would thoroughly wash it. And then obviously rose water is also really good for helping with that moisture. So I tried this product right here, like I said, and it's been very helpful. With this though, it's really thick, not in terms of texture, but the consistency on your finger, like the residue, I don't like that. I can feel like it's leaving residue. I don't know how to describe it. So instead of using this on its own, I get a spray bottle and I fill it with water, and then I pour some of this in it, and then I target my roots. So you can see it's like this off watery color, and I use filtered water when I do this for my scalp. And when I tell you that I would wash my hair, and immediately after doing my bend and bundling, I would spray this directly on my roots, and I have not been experiencing major itchiness or dandruff. That is what works for me. So if you are struggling with dry scalp, or you're looking for ways to not use as much products in your hair because you want your hair to lock, I would recommend getting that hairspray, and then try it out on its own. Maybe you'll like it more than I do in terms of how it makes your scalp feel. But if that consistency thing comes into play, I would suggest getting a mister bottle, putting majority water in there, put a portion of the Lock Sanity in there, shake it up and spray it on your scalp. My scalp still feels minty. It does the job. I also figured out how many locks I have. If you want to know how many locks I have a whole video on that. I will link it down below. But just getting like situated and getting to know my hair, how many locks I have, has brought me way closer to my lock journey. I wasn't quite sure how many locks I was gonna have, what it was gonna look like, so it's been a nice change in pace to like reacclimate myself with my hair by figuring out little things like the number of locks that I do have. Is having locks after 1 month what I expected? I don't know what to expect. I think I'm still trying to figure out what this journey looks like for me. I love my hair down, I love my hair up. I'm still getting used to slippage. My baby locks have been the things that really I need to focus on more, so that way they won't come unraveled. So like this one is a baby lock. I have one in the back that's a baby lock. But other than that, it's been a breeze. I don't really have to take care of my hair other than sleeping on my silk pillowcase or wrapping my hair, and then just making sure I'm doing proper wash days once a week, and then also targeting my roots with the moisturization stuff. What my hair looks like now versus a month ago is also insane, to see how your hair really does take on its own unique form as you go along the journey. So that has been really nice to see that my hair or my head is really coming into its true form, and that I'm that girl. My hair has grown tremendously, even though it has been a little over a month. I see the hair growth every time I get a retie. My hair is significantly longer, which has been nice. How has the retightening process been, and how has my locks been with unraveling? I had the only two I had two baby locks, so this one came out fairly unraveled. It was still like intact, but not really, so she fixed this with no problem. And then one in the back, this baby lock right here, but it has grown tremendously from when it was first put in. So I know eventually, like maybe in the next 2 months, I won't have that problem anymore. But for the most part, I don't think I need to go for a retightening anytime soon. I've done a peripheral recently, so I got that done 2 days ago, and she just tightened up my edges, and she fixed those two baby locks for me. But Other than that, my hair has been really intact, which is nice. It's just a very get up and go hairstyle. I don't gotta worry about my hair. If I want it down, I just spritz it down with some water, massage my scalp. Hair's good to go. If I want to put it up in a bun, I just throw it up in a bun and I'm good to go. As my hair gets longer, I'm sure it'll be easier for me to get my hair situated, but so far I love my locks. I have no complaints. I'm still getting used to figuring out what my hair needs and what it looks like and how to stay on top of making sure my hair looks good. Frizziness, I think I'm used to as well. Initially when I got my locks done and my hair would get frizzy, I would get concerned. Now I know it's normal and I don't mind the frizziness. And every time I get a retightening, my hair looks brand new again. So honestly, I think the most tedious part about having Sisterlocks is just wash day. And by tedious, I just mean band and bundling. If you guys are curious on how to band and bundle your hair, I will also link that down below. Band and bundling is basically just how you wash your hair in the beginning stages of having Sisterlocks so your hair won't come unraveled. But yeah, that takes about like 15 minutes and that's nothing compared to having loose natural hair. So now that I'm so used to having such a low maintenance hairstyle, 15 minutes is a lot for me in my hair. But no, other than that, I think I love my journey so far. I'm very excited about where my hair has to go and what it's come to and what it looked like before versus what it looks like now. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, maybe I didn't answer for myself, or questions that you would like answered based on my hair journey, please leave them down in the comment section below. And I guess I'll see you in about 2 more weeks when I'm at 2 months of having my hair locks. But thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!